But before Jeremy tells you about the airplane, Jeremy Duncan, Duncan. It's not like Dunkin' Donuts. I was just joking in the video. But before we hit the airplane and go up in the sky, I'd like to give a shout out to Down Home with the Smiths. It's on YouTube, to Ricky Smith, Jeremy Duncan's father-in-law. Shout out to him. Go check him out on YouTube. Down Home with the Smiths. Now here's Jeremy Duncan, the pilot, and he will be telling you a little bit about the 1947 plane that he is fixing to fly me in. This is my first flight, so please join us. I will see you all in a minute. Here comes Jeremy to tell you about the plane. All right, I'm right here at the Tri-Cities Regional Airport with my friend Jeremy. What's your last name?
Duncan.
Duncan, that's what I thought, like Dunkin' Donuts.
D-U-N-C-A-N, Duncan. I wish I owned Dunkin' Donuts.
And this is his plane. It's a 1947 model. He said it's safe. It was used to train people in the Air Force, correct?
Yeah, so it was purchased from the Army Air Corps in late 46. The Air Force was created in 1947, so it ended up going to the Air Force. It didn't even, because the Army Air Corps split off into the Air Force. It went to the Air Force in 47, and it stayed there till, I'd have to look at the logbooks, but I think it's 56 or 57. It was used as a trainer, and then it went to the Civil Air Patrol. That's where it got most of its hours, and I think it was the late 70s is when it was sold to an individual, and in the early to mid 80s they recovered it and repainted it. That's why it looks like a civilian aircraft. But I was telling Big O, my goal is to make it and put it back original like an L-16, and it would have been silver with the Air Force insignia.
Is that how it originally was?
Mm-hmm.
So the Air Force owned it first?
The Air Force had it straight out of the...
Straight out?
So Aeronca Champion is who makes this aircraft, and the Air Force, or the Army Air Corps at the time, purchased it. So they used it. This is what people back then that were going into flight training, this is the first thing they would have went into to flight training. So, and what's kind of weird about it, if you look at the log history on it, it wasn't flown that much in the Air Force. It didn't get that much. Yeah.
That many hours?
Yeah. It's kind of, I thought it would be the other, you know.
What size engine is it?
This is an 85 horse.
85 horsepower?
Yeah. And before this one, we had the same exact Aeronca Champ, but it had a 65 horse. So, 85.
So this is your second plane?
This is the third.
Third?
Yeah. With the first one we had, it was a Cessna. See those
Cessna?
Cessnas over
Yeah.
there? High wing Cessna. That's what we had.
And you just started as a commercial pilot when about 8-10 months ago? 12,
well,
about a year, wasn't it?
I've been a commercial pilot since 2005. I worked for Mesa Airlines from 05 to 17. Then I went to PSA Airlines for 4 years. Then I got hired on with United Airlines in February of 2022. So
okay, so I thought you had just started then as a commercial pilot.
So I was flying as a commercial pilot for regional.
Okay.
Flying those. See that aircraft over there?
Yeah.
That's an Embraer. So I flew those for almost 16 years before I got on with a major.
That's good. And so we're at the Tri-City Regional Airport right here in Bluntville, Tennessee. Bluntville is the county seat of Sullivan County. So this will be the first time I have ever flown. I was a little bit apprehensive at first, but I really ain't anymore. I think because the adrenaline, the excitement took over. And so I'm looking forward to it.
It's the unknown. You haven't done it.
You'll
be all right.
Yep. Now, I told Sonia she's next. She's on the list, and she says, my girlfriend, she says she's no way Jose.
it's more of a mental.
Yeah.
It's a
figure.
And that's like with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. You know. Not if you get over the mental aspect of anything.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to it, and we'll catch y'all on down. Well, be happy, positive, focus. Try to do the right thing, stay away from negative people, and we will catch you all in the skies.
See you in a bit.